we are live. Guys, welcome to day one of the Kingdom Authors Challenge. We've got people from the UK, Los Angeles, New Jersey. We've got amazing speakers for you during these 5 days.
We eventually break it, and that's what we want to do this evening. We want to help you that if you're struggling.
We're going to be talking about all of that today in terms of how do you do that? How do you turn your God-given idea into a book? What do you do?
Welcome to day 2 of the challenge. Oh my God.
People start calling me the book coach after I've helped so many people convert their stories into best-selling books.
You got an amazing story that needs to be told. Stop hiding. Joy comes on the other side of that comfort zone.
You know, our world today is just, we don't even know how to define hope. You know, for some people, it's just they want a new job.
Welcome to day 3.
And we're going to be talking about building a team around your book idea. The first one is the vision for your book. Question is, why does the world need another book? Yes, the world needs another book.
So we have a PR marketing strategy and a content strategy as well.
Last year, I became a best-selling author, and that is what I'm going to teach you guys today about how to become a best-selling author.
I'm going to show you and teach you why you as the author need to raise your own visibility so that you can sell more of your books.
Who is ready for day 4?
Of all of the services that were available, Ingram Spark, KDP, I found Draft to Digital to be the simplest.
So I remember going through the process. I had 60 days to write my book. I was like, wow, 60 days, how am I going to get this done?
Day 5 of the challenge. Yes.
Your book is not just the business card for your business. Your book is your business.
Even when it comes to doing the books, making sure that people are making money with their books, that they're just not making impact, but we want the both, okay? We want the dual effect, the duo effect, making impact and making money at the same time.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? It's day 5 of the challenge. It is the final day. Wow. I can't believe it. It's the final day of the Accelerated Authors Challenge. I hope you have enjoyed it so far. How are we all doing? Hope you are good and well, and you are ready for the final day of this challenge. Let me know, like I've said before, let me know. How has it been for you so far? Have you been able to get started with something in regards to your book? We've spoken about mindset. We've spoken about why, what, when you need to get the book out. Who is your book for? It's been amazing content. I'm blown away by what has been shared. And today is the final day of the challenge. And we're going to be talking about publishing your book and also building a business around this book. So who is excited? Who is ready for the final day of this challenge? I also shared with you yesterday an offer to work with you in my Accelerated Authors Academy so that I can help you go from no idea to book publishing and also, building a business around your book. So you can definitely take up that offer. I've sent out an email to all of you as well with the link. You can check it out. It's for a fraction of the price, which is amazing. So day 5 of this challenge. Wow. 5 days already. I can't believe it. It's gone so quick. It has gone so quick, 5 days. And this is the final day where we're going to be talking about how to actually get your book published. We spoke about, how you can get started with writing your book. All right. I told you the steps that you need, the amount of pages, the amount of words, and your chapters and all of that stuff. And after you do that, you need to now get into the publishing process of things. Okay. So the publishing process is what I showed you as well, where you write the book, edit the book, do your book cover design, get it formatted, and then get it published. That is the publishing process for your book. If you work with a publishing coach like myself or self-publishing company, that is what we will do to get you published out there. All right, so let us get started with this. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get started in things. Like I said before, that I don't like it being too long. So within an hour, even before an hour is up, we are done. All right, so don't think you need to stay here for too long. All right. Okay, so why self-publishing? We spoke about that on, I think, day 2, if I'm right, but we're just going to go through it and, talk about why we need to actually get our book out there. All right, so let us get going with this. Can you see my screen? Let me know if you can see my screen. All right. So why self-publishing? Okay, we spoke about the difference between traditional publishing and self-publishing. All right, and just to go over it again, traditional publishing means that you write the book and you try to find a publishing contract with a traditional publisher who can pay you up front, and they will help you with the publishing process of the book, which is the editing, the designing, and the formatting of the book, and they'll pay you royalty. But most times with traditional publishing, you have to be someone that they know they can make money from, basically, because they need to be able to make their money back. If they're going to pay you a certain amount of money, they need to know that from your book sales, they're going to make that money back. So they pay you £100,000, $100,000, for example, you're going to get a tiny bit of royalty because they need to make that money back. But traditional publishing is definitely great because it helps you, it builds you as well. But most people, what we do is we go through the self-publishing route because it's still as great as traditional publishing. If you put amount of effort into it and you really do publish your book well, you can get the same effect. So self-publishing is you write the book or you find a book coach like myself to help you with getting the book written. Okay, getting the book written, and then that means once you've written the book, we'll go through the publishing process of editing, formatting, book cover design, and all of that stuff to get your book published and get it out there. When it comes to marketing, the same with traditional publishing, everyone needs to market their own book. Okay, no one's going to really market your book for you. You need to market your book. Yes, you can pay a company to help you with, advertising, but you still need to market your own book. Everyone needs to market their book. All right. So in the self-publishing model, the author retains ownership of their book and manages and controls the whole process, which means, of course, if you work with someone like myself, which means we're going to do it, but you still manage it in the sense of you're able to say, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that, I want this changed, I want that changed, can I add this to it, or can I take this away from it? With traditional publishing, they have full control of everything. So your cover design, everything that's done with your book, they have full control over it. But with self-publishing, the author has control as well. So that makes it even better. Okay, so self-publishing has many different forms, but it's at its core, the author does the publishing work or manages freelancers or publishing service company who does the work for a fee. All right. And there's no acceptance of a contract per se needed, or an advance or anything like that. But the author retains the rights to the book. All right. So the main advantages of self-publishing is that there are no gatekeepers, which is amazing. There are no gatekeepers like traditional publishing, where there's a a publicist, there's a literal agent, and there's a traditional company. So there's quite a lot of oops you need to get through in order for your book to be accepted. All right, so there's no gatekeepers. You can follow your own timeline, which means it's up to 6 months or 1 year, 3 months, up to you. With traditional publishing, it's anything from 18 months to 36 months, which is quite a long time to get your book done. And like I said before, you have complete creative control, and also you earn higher royalties as well, which is great. So this is the process for your self-publishing. So you write the book, you get it edited, you got a book cover design done, you get it formatted, and then you publish your book. So those are the steps. So that's why I've showed you what you need to do before you get the book written, having the right mindsets, laying out your book by defining what you're going to write about, who is your target market, and then you now go in the process of actually writing this particular book. How many words is going to be, how many chapters is going to be, how you can get it done by either typing the book or by speaking the book. So those are ways in which you can actually get your book done. And then, excuse me, you need to get the book edited. Most people will do self-editing, which, yes, is fine, but that cannot be your final destination when it comes to your book. You cannot just self-edit. You can't just use the grammar and spelling tool or Microsoft Word or Google Docs to get your book edited. No. Sometimes people use Grammarly, which Grammarly, yes, is good. Even if you have the premium service, is great, but it's still better to use a professional editor or proofreader. All right. So when it comes to editing, there are 2 types of editing, or 3 types of editing. So first of all, there's developmental editing. Developmental editing, where the editor will really dive deep into your book to make sure that it flows properly and there is a flow to what you're trying to talk about. So everything that needs to come out will come out, and what needs to stay in will stay in. So developmental editing is very important, but it's very expensive. Okay, so most people don't do developmental editing. Why? Because it is very expensive, because it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work, because it could feel as if what the author has written has been changed, because a lot of work has to go into it to restructure the book. All right, and then what most people do or focus on is copy or line editing to make sure that the copy flows well. Okay, and then proofreading, just to proofread the book with spellings and grammar and all that stuff to make sure it's read very well when the reader reads it. So those are the 3 levels of editing that a book goes through. But most books only go through copy and line editing and proofreading. All right, and then there's a book cover design. You need to have a book cover design done for your book. All right, I tell people this. Most people that come to my in-person boot camp, I tell them this, that, hey, once you leave this boot camp, you need to get your book cover done and start talking about your book. Why? Because people need to see that you're actually getting your book done. And a book cover is the visible representation of your book. but you need to have a fantastic book cover. Okay, a fantastic book cover. But even before that, within the book cover too, you need to have a great, compelling title and subtitle. All right. And once that's all done, then the formatting of the book. So the formatting of the book is making sure that your manuscripts and your book cover is formatted well to fall in line with the publishing of the book. So whatever platform you're going to use to publish the book cover and the manuscript has to be formatted to go in line with that platform. Okay, so a winning title. When it comes to publishing your book, you need to have a great title, okay? You need to have a great title. You can use any of these words: how, why, what, when, who, where, 7 reasons, 5 mistakes, 3 secrets, a phrase, or a word to bring a title to your book. And then from that, you can come up with a subtitle that explains, okay, explains your title. Don't come up with titles that don't make sense. Come up with titles that really will catch your audience, will get them thinking, will get them saying, yes, I want to buy that book. So you need to have a compelling book title. You need to have so you need to really spend time defining your title. And what I tell people I work with is to come up with at least 3 titles and subtitles, okay, that you can share with your audience, and they can help you with defining your winning title and subtitle. The reason why I say that is because your audience are your buyers. So you might as well get their help when you're doing your book. Because if they're going to buy the book, let them see that, hey, does this actually work? Does this work? Because they're going to buy the book anyway. So let them help you in your journey of writing your book. What you need to do, is build a team of people around you that can help you launch your book. All right, so you need a winning title, okay? And then your winning title and subtitle must be the hook. It must be the hook. So these are samples of titles and subtitles for my clients. So your business plan, you understand what that book is about. Simple steps to successful business planning for entrepreneurs. You know what the book title and subtitle is about, and let it be a hook, something that hooks people to what you're trying to explain. Becoming purposefully you. A daily devotional to help you step out of your mess and step into your message. Simple. Purpose to profit pathway. You understand it. So you need to have a title that makes sense to your reader. That a title and a subtitle that grabs the attention of your readers. Why? Because before they ever open up the book, this is what they're going to see first. They're not going to see your manuscript and all the beautiful points that you've written. First going to see your and your sub. It needs to hook them up. So it is important when you're about to publish your book, or when you're thinking of publishing your book, that you need to really take time to work on your book title and subtitle. Does that make sense? If you're with me, say yes. You need to take time to work on your book title and your subtitle. So book cover design. You need your book title and your subtitle to help you with your book cover design. So that's why I put it together, okay? Because you cannot design a cover if you don't know what the title is about. All right. So you can have different type of covers. A cover with your picture or any other picture that represents what you're talking about on it. All right. Book cover with just text. And then you can have a book cover that has a design to explain your book title. So these are my clients' book covers. Bounce Back, Turning Trials into Triumph. So Rachel has a picture on it of smiling. Why? Because now she's bounced back from those trials that she's been through. I'm telling you that, hey, you can bounce back. You can turn your trials into triumph. Just look at me. See, I've been through things, but now I'm smiling. Or you could have a title that's just text. It's just written text, but beautifully done to attract people. And then you could have a book cover that represents a design that represents what you're talking about. So business risk in Africa, perception of reality. And it has a beautiful design of Africa and a woman carrying it as a hairstyle, and then a light that shows innovation, because she's trying to get the author, the readers to see that there is a different representation of Africa. So these are different types of book covers that you can do, but your book cover with your book title needs to grab attention. There's some book covers you might have probably seen. I know I've seen some, and you're like, oh my God, what is that? You don't want your book cover to be like that. You want your book cover to grab attention. Okay, so this is one of my covers for my book. Okay, I had 3 different covers done, and I chose the first one, the big one. Okay, and well, to be honest, you can see that I posted it on Facebook, so I got my audience to help me choose the cover, even with the subtitle and the title of the book. Okay. And then there's one of my other covers for my other book. Though I should have shown the first one because there were 3 different other designs before we actually done this particular design. Okay? So your book cover and your subtitle needs to grab attention. It's got to be catchy. It's got to look beautiful. So that when people see it, they're able to say, yes, I want this book. When they see your subtitles, oh, that speaks to me. I need to get this book. Okay, so you have to make sure that your book cover is done professionally. So where can you get your book covers done? So I'm just giving you some sites. Hey, how are you doing, Tamila Payas, if I'm right? So these are some websites which you can use, but hey, I always say work with a professional. So, you know, I can give you guys an offer to work with us to help you with this. But I'm just giving you some samples of where you can get it done. But of course, you can work with us to get it even done better. All right. So Upwork or Fiverr are places that you can use to even do your editing, to do your formatting, to do your book cover design. All right. You definitely can hire people on these platforms. But, you know, if you're hiring someone just for $5 or so, that's the type of work you're going to get. So you need to make sure that you're getting a professional work done. A professional work done. All right. So CrowdSpring or Design Crowd are other websites that, you know, you can go on to as well. And then also Freelancer and 99 Designs. So these are places you can get book covers done. You can get your formatting done, even your editing. Not with the design one. So with Freelancer and with Upwork and Fiverr, you can get your editing done as well. But like I said, you need to work with professionals. So people that have been in this game, helping people succeed and getting results. And I would love to work with you on your book idea. Take up the offer, guys. Take up the offer. Take up the offer and get it so that we can work together on your book idea. So I'll send you the link. I send you the link on email. Get it. It's www.acceleratorauthorsacademy.com/ACP. Okay? ACP. All right. So these are places where you can go to get your book cover done. Okay? Your book cover and your editing and your formatting. If you're ready to get it done better, then let us work together. Let us work together and get that done. But I'll put the link in the chat as well so that you can get it. Okay? All right, so let us continue. All right, so publishing your book. Okay, let me know this. Are you guys enjoying this? Are you guys enjoying this? Are you actually learning anything? Are you actually learning anything? Let me know. Are you actually learning anything? Are you learning something new? Are you learning something that can really, really help you with your book? Let me know. All right, so places where you can go to get your book covers done, I've showed you. Now, let's continue with actually publishing. So once you've done the editing, the formatting, the book cover design, now you need to publish the book, okay? You need to get the book published. These are platforms you can use. Like I said, we do this so we can get it done for you more professionally and, save you all the hassle of not understanding what you need to do. So KDP is Amazon's publishing platform, all right? KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing, is Amazon's publishing platform. And this is where you can go to publish your Kindle book, your paperback book, and now they do hardcover book, which is still in beta, but you can still publish hardcover as well, okay? And then Ingram Spark. Ingram Spark is great because of distribution, okay? They have, I think, the most distribution channels in the world for books, so that's amazing. So Ingram Spark is another one you can use, but you have to pay for Ingram Spark as well, which is cool. Lulu.com is another great publishing platform that you can use to get your ebooks done, hardback and paperback as well. The same with Ingram Spark, ebook, paperback, and hardback. Okay, and then there's Draft to Digital. Draft to Digital is just digital, it's just ebooks, but they are trying to roll out paperback and hardback. They're still sorting that out at the moment. So these are the main platforms that you can use. So I know there's Barnes & Noble and all of that stuff, but you're able to still get your book on there without using them mainly to publish your book, which is great. Okay, another thing I did forget to say is you need, when publishing your book, you need to get your own ISBN number. You need an ISBN number, International Book Standard number, okay, because every book needs that number to get published. If you don't have one, you can't publish a book. So, using a professional like us, we can sort all of that out for you. So you don't need the hassle to do all of that stuff. So if you work with us, we'll get all of that done for you. Okay. And then registering your book on places like Nielsen, if you're in the UK, every country has their own places where you can register your book and do other stuff. Okay. So This is what you need to actually get your book published. This is what you need to get your book published. All right, so when you're thinking about publishing your book, most people just think, oh, I just want to do, all they know is Kindle and paperback, and those are the only two they focus on. But when you're publishing your book, there are more than 2 formats. There are at least 5 formats you can use to publish your book. So ebook, okay, which is basically Nook, EPUB, Mobi, PDF copy basically of your book. So when people say, oh, you want an ebook, most people send you a PDF copy by email. Okay, so that's an ebook. Or if some people don't use Kindle, they're downloading the ebook, which is the EPUB or the Nook or the Mobi version of the book. All right. So that's ebook. And then there's Kindle, which I just told you about, Kindle Direct Publishing. So if you have a Kindle app on your phone, your laptop, or your tablet, you can download Kindle as well. So that's 2 versions. And then there's Artback. Okay. So this one right here is the ebook. This one on the phone, on the iPhone, is the Kindle. Then this one right here is Artback. You can get your book in Artback, okay? And then in softback. Oh, sorry, this one is not the Kindle. This is the Kindle right here. So Kindle, paperback, Artback, ebook, and then audiobook. All right, audiobook. So those are the 5 formats in which you can publish your book. You should try to publish in those 5 formats. Why? Because you're making more money on different formats. Okay? You're making more money on different formats. You're not just making money with just Kindle or just paperback. You're making more money with different formats because different people buy different formats. So you have to understand your market, what they like, how they like reading books, so that you can make sure that you meet them at their point of need. All right? So now let's get into building a business with your book. Building a business with your book. So your book is at the center. So before you even publish or when you publish, you can start doing this. All right? So your book equals your business up there. And from this book, you can turn it into your business, which can be any of these. Okay, so consulting, training, coaching, speaking, events, courses, membership. Every author should turn their book into a business. Every author should turn their book into a business. Why? Because you make more. See, when you publish your book, Amazon or whatever platform you're going to use is going to take their own cut. Then they're going to print the book. Then they're going to deliver the book. And you're left with just a little amount of money. Okay? But if you can turn that same book into a business, you make more. If you can learn to sell your book on your own website, you make more because you're not paying for all the other stuff, but you still need to pay for delivering the book. All right, so there's still more money on that end as well, but you still can make a little bit more. All right, so you need to learn, or you need to start thinking like an authorpreneur. Remember, authorpreneur, the mindset of an authorpreneur is someone that thinks about how they can build a business around their book and not just thinking about selling their book on Amazon. It's great you're going to sell your book on Amazon. It's great you're going to sell it on your website, but what else can you do with this book? How can you make a bigger impact, bigger influence, and bigger income with the same information that is in your book? All right, so you can turn your book into a business, and you can use different methods doing all of those things. So blogging, podcasts, live events, speaking, YouTube, social media ads, Facebook groups, and free challenges just like this, free videos, paid challenges, digital programs, evergreen programs, webinars, one-on-one programs, and small group coaching program, in-person group coaching programs, VIP retreats and memberships. Different ways you can begin to think like an authorpreneur. Don't just think about writing and publishing a book. Think about how you can turn this book into a coaching business that makes impact, influence, and income. Okay, so you can turn your book into an online course. What do you need to do? So this is one of my courses, my first ever course. Okay, my first ever course. You can record on Zoom or a platform like I'm using now, which is Streamlabs. You can use Streamlabs, you can use Zoom, you can use StreamYard, you can use Restream, just different platforms just to record your videos. And find a portal, a platform that you can upload them as an online course. So you can use Udemy, you can use Teachable. I use Teachable for my course. Or you can use funnel softwares, which I'm going to show you one later on. There's Kajabi, there's ClickFunnels, there's all these other softwares that you can use to put an online course on. All right. So you need to be able to say, okay, what content do I have in my book and how can I turn that into an online course? So if you have a chapter in your book that maybe talks about mindset, for example, you can just create just that chapter as an online course on mastering your mindset. And you can take just the 5 key points and turn it into 5 videos and sell it as an online course. It's the same book, but now you've turned it into an online course. And you sell it for £97, for example, and you get 30 people buying it. That's over £2,000 or nearly £3,000 of dollars you've made. So it's thinking about how you can turn the same information into something else. So training programs, training workshops, in person or online to share your content. You have a training program, you invite 10 to 100 people, for example. Maybe not 100 if it's a training program, but let's say 10 to 50, maybe 50 people max, because you won't be able to work with people properly. But it's the same content that's in your book that you're showing these people when you're training them. And you charge £20, $20, that's even low. For training programs, you should be able to charge, $100 or $200 or whatever like that for in person. And you just see how you can make more money that way. But you're doing it as a business now. You're not just an author. You're now giving your expertise as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, where you're providing value to people. A one-on-one coaching. One-on-one coaching where you coach. So this is my client. I showed you a testimonial. Gladness. I've worked with her twice to get her book written and published and helped her with building her business. And you can do some one-on-one coachings where you charge a certain amount, anything from $500 or £500 to even $10,000, where you can sit with people for a day, not a full day, but at least 6 to 8 hours of helping them build whatever it is they're trying to build. And you can charge at least £500 for the day, £1,000 for the day, and you help them one-on-one. Or you can turn it into one-on-one coaching where you meet online for maybe 8 weeks or 12 weeks or whatever, and you charge £3,000 or dollars for that. So you're using the content in your book to help someone go from where they are to where they need to be. But you need to see that your book is bigger than just something that goes on Amazon. You need to see that the skills that you have, the knowledge, the expertise that you have can be used to impact someone else's life by coaching them. Group coaching programs. You can turn the same information that's in your book into a 6-week, 8-week, 12-week program. And you focus on getting, I don't know, maybe 20 people in that program at maybe $497 or $997 or $2,997, whatever it is you want to charge. But you work with them in groups for that amount of time, and you provide value, and they get some breakthroughs, and you get some testimonials to help you push your program. So how can you turn what you have into a group coaching program? And the funny thing is this, that the same way that you figure out doing your book is the same way you map out your coaching program, your one-on-one programs, your online courses. It's the same way, the same way, the same way. Speaking engagements. You can start speaking about the content in your book. I'm speaking right now to you. I'm speaking right now. I'm recording this. I can repurpose this content. So how can you speak online and repurpose that content? How can you begin to speak in person? So that's me speaking in person at an event a while back before COVID. And then this is me speaking at an event. Well, this was this year. I just put this one because it's recent, which was about in April. You know, but during COVID, my God, I spoke on stage. I mean, virtual stages. I was speaking nearly every 2 weeks. I was just speaking and speaking and speaking on different stages, on podcasts, on virtual summits, on conferences and challenges and all these things. I was speaking on stages, sharing my content, sharing what I know, you know, advising people to write and publish their own book and helping people change their mindset. And even, you know, as a pastor, speaking on different Christian stages as well. So how can you change this mindset of thinking, all I want to do is write a book? No. How can you start speaking the content that's in your book? How can you own your own stage? See, if no one is inviting you to speak, create your stage. You got Zoom. Create your stage. So many people created their own stages during COVID and they blew up. You want to start speaking? You can start speaking by using Zoom or by using YouTube. YouTube is a free TV station. You want to be on TV? Create your own YouTube channel. Use the content that you have for your book to create value and give value to people. Start speaking. If you're afraid of camera, get over that fear and start recording. Start recording and start speaking your truth. Start speaking your truth. People are waiting to hear what you have to say and will probably pay you for your information that you want to share. But you need to get over the fear of saying, I can't speak. So you can turn your book into a speaking business. A VIP group coaching program. So you have a normal group coaching program, but you can have a VIP group coaching program. Okay? Which people will pay more for because you go more in depth into whatever it is you want to do. And the VIP coaching program can also be a mastermind. Okay, where people pay loads of money for masterminds, and you can turn it into a retreat business. There's people that this is all they do. Twice a year, they have a retreat and they make so much money from a retreat. Okay, and then you could do a 1-year coaching program where people pay either weekly or monthly, and you meet every 2 weeks, or you meet every quarter, or once a month. And people pay for it. If you have 100 people on there, they're all paying you, I don't know, £100 a month or whatever. You're making 5 to 10K or whatever like that. And you're being able to just do what you want to do. So you need to think about, how can I build a business around my book? I'm going to get my book published, but now I need to think as a business owner, an entrepreneur, a CEO, and begin to make a bigger impact with what I have and what I know. Why? Because there's someone out there that is waiting for you to step up. There's someone out there that's waiting for you to step up. You can have a monthly membership course. So you can do a one-time course, but then you can have a membership course where you meet once a month or something like that. But you give them videos, you release videos every month or every week, and you just help people, build momentum in whatever it is you're trying to help them with. So these are different ways in which you can begin to do things. So like I said, they're speaking, but also you can run your own live events. So this is my live event, which I'm actually running again in September. When I first did it, I called it Write Your Book and Build Your Platform. But now I've rebranded the name to Publish and Profit. So you can run your own live event as well. All right. And then you can run boot camps in person. So it's a bit different than the workshop. So the workshop, is great, but also boot camps where it's a smaller group of people and they pay a little bit more and they go more in depth. So that when they come out, more in depth. So when they come out with results. They come out leaving that day or 2-3 days with actual results that they can use to either get their book done, to build their business, or to do something. They will be able to see a change in whatever it is that they're looking for. So these are just different things you can do with your book. And I've done most of all these things just because I wrote a book. I don't do monthly memberships and yearly program and stuff like that. But most of all the other things, I do it, or I have done it. And this is all from writing a book, in which I've turned this information into what I do right now. So I spoke about, software. So when it comes to building a business, you need a software. You need a software, especially an online business. You need a software that you can use to actually get started with things. So if you want to build a website, you want a sales page, you want a lead magnet page, you want to get people to a webinar or something like that, you need a system. And I've chosen just this one. There's so many. I said there's ClickFunnels, there's Kajabi, there's Builder.all, there's Kartra, and there's so many. I can't remember them off head now. There's quite a lot. But I chose this one because this one is so simple and easy to use. And it's an all-in-one platform whereby you're not thinking of linking so many things together. You're able to just do everything in one place. I think the only thing you can't really do is your appointment setting. So you're going to have to use Calendly and stuff like that. But most of the things you want to do, it can do it on there. Okay. And system is great. It's simple to sign up with. You can do sales funnels, email marketing, website builder. You have your own affiliate marketing, which is great. I didn't even mention that part of the business models. I should have, because you can tell people to become an affiliate of your book, and they can make money from being an affiliate. Or you can turn your book or business into an affiliate program, and people can make money. You can make money too. Okay, it does automations, evergreen webinars, online courses, blogging, and you can sell your product. So everything you want to do is under one roof. Okay, and you need a software to get going as an online business. You can't do it without you can't run an online business without being online. So you need to be online using a software that is simple and works. Okay, most of these softwares out there are complicated and you don't know what you're doing, but this is nice and simple. And if you want to use it, just all that, man, I can give you my link and you can get started using it. And if you work with me, this is what I'm going to be able to show you how you can use it and what you can use it to do. and get started with it. Okay, so you can do all the things that you want to do with this particular program. So this is what my book has done for me and helped me to build a business where I've been able to, I've been interviewed on podcasts, speak on stages, use it to build a business, to get clients, and giving me credibility as a book publishing coach, just from using one book. This one book, and this is a tiny book. It's a very, very tiny book. Okay, very tiny book, but I've used it to build my business. I use it to build my email list, because when I started, I didn't have an email list. I had maybe 20 people or something like that. And when I first started, when I built the business with the book, I grew my email list. Yes, I don't even have that much now, but still, I've gone from 0 mainly to nearly 2,000. And yes, it's not much in the eyes of many out there, but hey, it's better than nothing. And you can do the same. Okay, you can do the same. So it's all about building a business with your book. It's all about building a business with your book. And I want you to remember this, that your book is not just your new business card, but your book is your business. So write a book and build a business, with your book. You need to remember that. All right, guys? And remember, I shared with you that I want to work with you guys. Seriously, I want to work with you to help you go from idea to entrepreneur author in 90 days, where you write, publish, and launch your book. Okay, and build a business around it. Build a business around this book. So it's $1,997. Like I said, I don't charge in dollars normally, but when I do challenges, I do. And I don't charge $1,997 for this at all, but it's just a fraction of the price. And this is for you that are serious and you want to get started, or you can do 2 payments of $1,100 or 3 payments of $750. And if you want to just have a talk, let me know. If you just want to have a talk, let me know. Okay, so you go to www.acceleratedauthors.academy.com/ACP. All right, like I said, I've sent out an email. I'm going to send out a reminder again. Go there, secure your spot. Let's work together. Let's get you from no idea or from aspiring author to a published author, and building something with your book that creates a bigger impact, a bigger influence, and a bigger income for you. And we're going to be using the 6-step framework: plan, prepare, pen, promote, publish, and profit, to help you get started and get going with your book idea. So that is it, guys. This is the final day of the challenge. Thank you very, very much. But like I said, there is someone waiting for you. There is someone waiting for you to get started with this book idea. There is someone that is saying, hey, I need the information that this person has. I'm just waiting for them to really get started and get going with this book. And when you do, you'll be amazed. Okay? So if you are ready to go from wishing to actually getting started, then I want you to join me on this program, and let us get you going with your book idea. Let us help you go from just thinking about it to actually getting the book out of your head and onto paper, and from paper into a published book, and building something great, something awesome with this particular book. So guys, this has been amazing. It's been great. 5 days of pure content, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've loved it. What I would say is, guys, please do leave testimonials in the group. Go live or write a post and just share what benefits you've got from this, what takeaways, what are our moments that you've got from this, and what you're going to be doing next. It will be great to know what you're doing next. So God bless you guys. Like I always say, keep smiling, keep shining. Why? Because you've been designed and destined for more than where you are right now, because you have what it takes to make it. God bless you, and bye for now. Welcome to day 1 of the challenge. Thank you all for coming. We've got people from Texas, USA. We've got Blessing from Nigeria. We've got people from the Philippines. We've got Suzanne from Germany. We've got amazing speakers who will be sharing with you all about everything.
Why are you lying to yourself? Be the reason why somebody can help break more generational curses, right? Specifically for our community, because you decided to step up and speak.
Today we're going to be talking about the fact that you are a priest. You are a priest. And there's so many people God has made us priests, but we are not showing up in our office. And why are we not showing up? Many of us prefer to not be known. Many of us don't want to write.
I can't believe this is just day one, and we've got 4 more days to go.